Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to Share a Beer Show 454. This is a fantastic number. You are in for this show, and the next show is going to be amazing as far as numbers go because you got 454 and 455. It doesn't get much better than that for me, man. So, yeah, this is going to be a fantastic show. Make sure you don't miss 1 minute. Okay. We have got we're going to be waiting on pins and needles for today's Malt Liquor Report because we've got the big one with Greg in there. We've got the Greg rant. We got Billy D sitting there peeking out, you know what I'm saying, at us. He's dying. He's just very anxious, looking forward to that as well. You know what I'm saying? So how you doing, Earth?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How about you?
I am doing okay. Man, I almost screwed it up, didn't I? We have to lead the show now with our intro, right? We have our intro, so we have to lead it. So here we go.
Special fuck you shout out to Joe D and the rest of his craft beer cunts. Just notice he's fucking talking shit. About the Malt Liquor drinkers on YouTube. Fuck you, Joe D. You fat piece of shit.
I'm the king of smoke, there is none higher. Sucker beer geeks should call me sire. Work my kingdom, must use fire. I won't stop smoking till I retire. Now I rock the party, come correct. Smoke is on time, and the beers come back. Got the right to smoke and blow out the left. Others can't stand me, but give me respect.
Real simple here.
So we've got the official, intro now, and we got plenty of that. So I'll say hi to everybody real quick, and then I'm going to lead into it right after that. What I am drinking. So Tom, how you doing, man?
I'm doing flipping fantastic.
And Mark, how's it going in Atlanta?
Excellent.
And Bum, how are you, man?
All good, Joe. All good.
Awesome. We got my buddy John in the chat, man. I'll say what's up to him real quick. I'm bringing one out of the beer cellar, even though it's not a beer. We are going to be drinking pickle juice today, my friend.
Cool.
Where did you get that from, Joe?
There's a guy, it's some dude in Pennsylvania that sent this to me, and a while back, some guy, I don't know, I think he's a bum. No, we had our good friend of the show, Bum, send this, man. So and he also sent this as well a while back. So we're finally gonna crack this one open. This is actually made with pure cane sugar, it says down here. No IBUs, no ABV rated on here. Very little to go on. So we'll just crack this one open, get right into it. See if we get smoke out of pickle juice, man. What do you think?
I think you may.
I think we can get it. Yeah.
We might. Let's see here, man. Here we go. Oh, here, I'll put the screen on me here. There we go. So let's see if we get pickle juice, man.
Oh, smoke.
Yeah,
there was smoke.
Look at that. We even poured smoke. That was awesome.
I'm curious how that's going to taste.
You know what? It looks a little different than it did in the bottle because now you got the carbonation.
It looks like Mountain Dew.
It looks just like Mountain Dew, doesn't it? Look at that.
It does,
Yeah, that is.
You haven't had this before, have you, Joe?
Yeah, no, no. I am a rookie to drinking pickle juice soda. You can hardly, dude. It literally smells like you just cracked open a jar of pickles and you are about to drink the juice. The one thing about soda is they really nail typically those flavors and those scents. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you picture yourself open a jar of Vlasic dill pickles. You know, you name one of those jars of the big dill pickles, and this is it. Here we go.
Carbonated pickle juice.
You know what? It's actually really good.
Really?
I swear to God.
I'm like, oh.
It's sweet. It doesn't taste like it smells.
Does it taste like pickle?
Yeah, it tastes like you added a ton of sugar to pickle juice and carbonated it. But you could actually, I have to give it to them because you taste a better sweetness. Like they obviously used real cane sugar, just like they said, because you know what I'm saying? It's a better sweetener. It's not like, I don't know, it doesn't taste like artificial or something. Like the sweetener itself, the sugar itself tastes like better sugar. I don't know. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Sure.
Would you mix anything with that?
You know, if I had some vodka on hand right now, I mean, I do over there, but you know, if I literally had it right here, I would pour it.
I think that would be a good vodka. Would be.
I think vodka or even gin might be interesting.
They do the picklebacks too with the Jameson. How you take the shot of pickle juice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of shocked, man. I expected this to be sour, dill, and you get very little of that. It's actually very sweet.
That's why I didn't buy one for myself.
Mm-hmm. It's funny how they. I mean, to me, it's funny is because you do get some of that. The very front of your palate, you get a little bit of that dill pickle taste, and it goes away very, very immediate because that sweetness hits you. It kind of makes me wonder, like, what would pickle juice be like if you just added sugar to it? You know, it might not be that. It would take the edge off, wouldn't it? I mean, it would. It's kind of funny. Yeah, it's like, this is actually nice, man. I have to admit, I'm shocked. I didn't expect it. You know, I didn't expect that at all. Who makes this? I got to give them some props. The website is Rocket Fizz with 2Z's.com. So that's the website on there, Rocket Fizz. And you know, now that I look at the label more detailed, it does have pickles on it. I hadn't looked at it that.
Oh, okay.
No charge. That was a malt liquor burp right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to say Farkles when you do that. Farkles.
Oh, that was a Farkle. Yeah.
Farkles.
So, yeah. So that's what I had right now. So, Bum, what are you having, my friend?
Joe, I'm glad you enjoyed that. And just for your reference, Mark, I bought that at Joe's Candy Store on Penn Avenue in the Strip District. That's what
okay. All right.
So,
well, you could tell them that you know someone that had it and actually liked it. I mean, it was.
Oh yeah, it took me 2 visits there. The first time they were sold out. They even had it on their window, sold out of Pickle Juice Soda.
It's funny how it tastes like dill pickle, but it's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually pleasant to drink. You could really freak someone out with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put water in the glass so it doesn't.
Yeah, they think they're getting Mountain Dew and they're getting pickle soda.
Yeah, it's a trip, man, because the smell. It definitely smells like pickles. Yeah. Wow, that was weird. Wow, I'm blown away by that. That was cool.
Well, as far as what I am having, it's kind of on the same plane as you, Joe. It's what you expect versus what you get. And I have finally found my perfect coffee beer after dozens of attempts.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's a good one.
Elysian split shot espresso milk stout.
Nice.
I had it in my hand, was going to buy it. I put it back. I was like, nah, you're always disappointed in coffee beers. I picked it up again, put it back, finally bought it, and I am very glad I bought it. You've heard me say on here numerous times, I'm not a coffee drinker.
Right.
And I have had many coffee porters and coffee stouts, and I always respect the way they taste because, I mean, they taste like coffee. So they're very well done. But a lot of them, to me, it's just like drinking a cup of coffee with a little bit of booze poured in it. Mm. And the coffee overpowers everything. This Elysian, I think what sold me was just the fact that they called it an espresso milk stout. And I'll tell you what, it's perfect. It's not overpowering with the coffee, and it's really, really sweet. Mild coffee flavor, just enough to give it, you know, enough coffee flavor that I can handle it. And the rest is just sweet stout all the way. To me, this is the perfect coffee stout.
Wow.
Yeah, that one's tasty.
It's definitely. Oh, you've had it, Earth?
Yeah, I've had that one. Probably one of the better ones I've had from them.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is great.
So you got 53,000 ratings on here, 1,800 in the last 30 days, 5.6 ABV, 28 IBUs, 3.91 bottle cap rating out of 5. That's fantastic. That's definitely fantastic. A ton of information on this beer. I won't go into all of that, but I mean that they are definitely letting you know about the coffee, about the malts, everything that they put into this beer. They're letting you know about, which is great because that's the kind of detail where we ask for, that we want. There's not a lot of hotties on this one, man. What's up with that? This ain't a hottie. That's not a hottie. What's up with that? This guy looked like he had too much coffee.
That's an untapped creeper there.
Yeah, what's going on there?
What kind of score would you give it, Bum?
I would give it a 4 or 4 1/4, possibly.
Wow. Okay. Did you guys notice something? And Mark, did you pick up on that? That we got a lot of description out of Bum on this one here, man.
We did.
Yeah, this must be a really good beer.
I just faked my way through it. I a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I use some complex words like sweet and I just fooled you guys.
Yeah,
don't be fooled.
Yeah, he's operating under the principle of as if.
Yeah, as if.
A lot of time picking it up.
I still cannot and do not claim to be able to describe here.
Did he go over 5 letters on some of those words? I mean,
a couple syllables too.
It was up to once you go above 2 syllables, man, you're out of control, my friend.
It was pretty complex.
I usually do go past Dave. I do better than it's good.
Yeah.
Not much better than that.
Oh, you got Xocoveza over
Icy
there.
Stone.
Yeah, Xocoveza. Next one.
Oh.
Yeah. I love how it pours little red dots on the top too that you would never be able. Well, you might. Can you see the little red dots on the edge there?
Yeah.
So you're getting a little bit of that chili. Oh, this beer. Oh my God. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I still have a couple of those left from my sixer that I bought in October, I think.
Yeah, this was left over from my from the last time that I bought it. What do you have on Earth?
I got a Carl Strauss peanut butter cup porter.
Oh God.
Is that Carl with a K?
Yep. Yes, sir. They've been around for a long time.
That label looked delicious, man.
I don't know that I've had them.
I'd have to say, as far as peanut butter goes, this is probably one of the first iterations that somebody really did with peanut butter, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
not really sure on that, but it's basically like your just a good base level porter with some good peanut butter flavor to it. It's not too complex, but it's basically as advertised.
Is it like a synthetic peanut butter, or is it like an actual natural? You know, have you ever had a beer that was like had like that synthetic kind of peanut butter?
It kind of smells artificial, yeah.
Oh, does it?
Oh, does it? Oh, okay. Wow.
But it does exactly what they're saying it's doing. You can't knock it for that, really.
So let me see. I'll show the screen share on this one. We got 14. This is the one you're having, right? Just the standard peanut butter cup porter.
Yep.
14,000 ratings on here. 58 in the last 30 days. 5.6 ABV and 30 IBUs. 3.85 bottle cap rating. That's pretty good. So it's, pretty solid, sessionable type of porter, right? Is there any? Let me see. This delicate twist on a robust porter packs rich layers of smooth peanut butter and dark chocolate flavors. Now backed by popular demand, San Diego's original peanut butter beer makes a special appearance every fall. Okay, so it's their fall brew. It's a better look at it for some people here. We can see pictures of it. Get a look at this label.
That's a nice label.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did they start in '89? Is that what that '89's about?
I'm pretty sure they've been around since then.
Yeah. Oh, there's a good look at the porter right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's someone else to podcast right there. You got Pub Talk podcast. Board, got the mixer board, and he actually uses theirs. You know what I'm saying? It's not just for pretty, But mine's oh wow, popular locations, the ESPN zone. Is there still an ESPN zone?
One. A.
Would that is that the ESPN zone? Is that in Disneyland? I bet you it might still be there,
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 hours ago he had it, so it's obviously still there. 19 hours ago at ESPN Zone. There you go. So, yeah, if you want to if you've never been to ESPN Zone while they were all over the place, they are pretty cool places to watch a game, man. Have a beer. Damn. I haven't been in ESPN Zone in a long, long time. They used to have them here. They used to have one here, I think, in Phoenix. I know they had one in Denver. That's the one that I went to.
Yeah, that's one I've been to. There's one in Denver.
Awesome, man. What do you have, Mark?
I'm having a growler, a Beta Mardi Gras Bock.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Is it Mardi Gras season past? Did it?
It ended 2 weeks ago? Whenever Fat Tuesday was. Was that 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago Tuesday? Almost 3 weeks ago now.
And how do you spell Mardi Gras?
Yeah, but no, I got a growler of this. I got this, and I got a growler of some IPA I checked in with last night. I made some gumbo for the first time in a long time, and that was
nice,
pretty good. But this is okay. I mean, it's kind of malty, and I mean, it's nothing special. But I mean, a Beta, it's what is it, 3.5 probably. I'll probably give it 3.5 on Untapped. But yeah, it's nice and malty, low on the bitterness, some nice caramel, some malty to it, maltiness.
Abita makes pretty decent beers. I mean, they're I don't know that they ever have anything that necessarily knocks you out of the park.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they make some pretty solid sessionable beers. What I appreciate about Abita as a brewery is most of their beers, most of them, I don't know about all of them, but most of them are very affordable.
Yes. Yep. That is definitely the case. I mean, you can get a 6-pack of Abita beer for typically less than $8. And a lot of times it's $6.50 to $7.50 for a 6-pack, which, it's kind of right in that same line as a little bit above Yuengling, but way below the typical craft beer now. So.
Yeah. To me, they're like they're the Louisiana version of Shiner, which is in the very next state. And Shiner never really quite, was something to write home about. But they're just going to make a craftier big beer, right?
Yep,
Like
exactly. Yeah,
like a craftier big beer.
Step above macro and not quite full on craft, but more flavor, brewed better.
So was this what you were having, Mark? The Mardi Gras Bock? 44,000 ratings on here, 1,000 in the last 30 days, 6.5 ABV, 25 IBUs, 3.42. So that's
I just checked into it. So but yeah, I gave it 3.5. Yeah, it's nothing offensive about it. Nothing super solid. It's just there.
So there's
it's very drinkable.
Just a really good. That's a cool glass too, man.
Yeah, it's a New Belgium glass. Yeah.
How much did it cost you to fill it?
This was a 32 ounce for $8 at the growler store. So not bad.
Yeah.
I could have got a 6-pack for probably $8, but
I wonder how much. Another thing about Abita as a brewery, their bombers are very reasonably priced, and they typically go on sale quite a bit. I can typically find a bomber of Abita, name the beer, whatever the beer might be, for $2 a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? When they go on sale, I mean, they've really. It's not uncommon to find them for $2 or $3 for a bomber.
I don't know if their biggest seller is at Purple Haze. It's a Raz or blueberry beer. They have a blueberry, and then they have Andy Gator, which is kind of like a Hell's Bock. It's kind of a malty golden ale, good stuff. But yeah, they're very affordable.
They have the Turbo Dog too, right?
Turbo Dog, yep.
Turbo Dog,
that's pretty good.
That's probably the most popular one. Yeah.
Yeah. And Tom, what do you have, my friend?
I'm drinking something newer from Trillium that they don't really make much often. It's a Belgian pale ale. It's called Six Belgian, I believe. I don't really know. It's a weird thing.
A 6 Belgian?
6 Belgian. It's kind of it's a normal Belgian pale ale. Kind of like it has like carbonation and Belgian-y type of yeasty type of just going on, but there's not much to really say about it. It's if you've ever had a regular Belgian pale ale, it's I don't know, it's right down the middle of the road.
So this looks like a pretty new beer from them. You've got looks like it was added.
Tom's slumming it tonight. He's going to have 3.84.
Yeah, I mean, that, and that's why he just kind of gave like a type of description.
It's underselling it.
But I think I got a higher rating just because it is Trillium. Because sometimes a brewery that ratings gets people to give it higher ratings because of who it is.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to have some Trillium. Courtesy of Tom here, but also at the beer fest. I do remember we had some Trillium, which was great to be able to at least try it. 652 total ratings on here, 426 in the last 30 days. So that lets you know that pretty new beer to Untapped, at least 6% ABV, a 3.84 bottle cap rating out of 5. Lets us know, this ain't the standard, 4 and above for Tom there. So of course it's kind of, it is
good. Oh Jesus!
You set the bar pretty high, Tom. So
I did.
Yeah.
His standards have been pretty low this last week or so.
Yeah, he's been a little off, hasn't he?
Yeah.
What's up?
I think he's running out of 4.0 beers or better. He's got to try to drop it down gradually to 3.75.
I could put my expectations a little lower, right?
Yeah. It opens up a bigger universe of potential beers.
Yeah. Oh, you know what, too? Yeah, I didn't. I didn't. I've got now. I want to say what's up before we get into the. I didn't put the. Darn it! I didn't put the in the. I just put the link up so other people can jump in. Because before I get to that part, because the let me see, and I didn't put it up in Google Plus either.
Hey Joe, do you find there being more viewers on Saturday?
Yeah, it seems
kind of like the same.
It seems about the same. Maybe a little more in the live stream as it's streaming.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more as it's streaming. But yeah, so far it actually has been a little bit higher. Just a hair, you know. So I put those. I got what happened in the pre-show was I was trying to put a deal so that this program so I could put the audio directly into the feed, and so that distracted me from getting the links up the way I normally do and everything. So the links are up, and so a quick hello to head coach, Crazy Stang, 399 says he's a big fan. Oh well, thank you, man. He's a big fan of craft beer. Let me see. I ventured into the world of craft beer because of you. Good day, sir. Yeah, good day to you, man.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, it's Lent now. I didn't realize it's Lent. So yeah, thanks for that heads up for sure. So, okay, now the big moment, man. I have been waiting for this for a whole week. We've got a very important malt liquor report coming up. There is Billy D. So
ready to roll.
So you let us know what.
Well, in typical modern day news fashion, I'm not going to let you have what you want. You're going to have to wait.
Yeah,
I got to throw out a bunch of teasers here before you get what you want.
Wait for it.
Okay, your first teaser is congratulations to the outdoor malt liquor chairman, the P. Glenn, 2 years on YouTube. Congratulations to him.
Okay. Congrats to him. Yeah, that's a little golf clap for him. Okay, yeah.
And in very serious news, I've reported on this the last 2 weeks. Much to a lot of people's happiness, Mr. Rayner 009 has finally surfaced. Mr. Rayner, who has been in bad health, was wearing his heart monitor and just totally disappeared from YouTube in all aspects for more than a month. Mr. Rayner is back in a limited capacity. He's back. He did make a video, and he has explained to his public that the major reason that he was gone was it was partially due to his health, but the major reason was his camera broke.
Oh.
And he said that he's looking for a new cardiologist. He did not agree with his old cardiologist, and he's still having heart problems, but he is going to be back soon making malt liquor videos, and he doesn't care what happens to him. If he has to go, he's going to go doing what he loves. So, yeah, there he is.
The best way to do it.
There he is. Yeah, that is his. That was his interim video he made about a week ago. That's obviously a compilation. That's the Incredible Hulk of malt liquor.
That's awesome.
He's a big guy.
Yeah. And he's not a youngster. He's 53 years old.
He looks good for 53.
Yeah. Nice guy. Doesn't get involved in a lot of the drama. He's still able to cuss out Dorf.
Okay. Well, that's all that matters.
That's very important. You know. Oh, did we come to an agreement that we need to F Dorf as well?
I don't think us doing it is going to have the impact of those guys.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we could, but
yeah, we probably
yeah. It's like kicking a man when he's down. You know.
Yeah. Well,
you got to wait.
So we have other teasers here before leading up to the big thing, just to torture you, Joe. Everybody remembers the big 40-ounce Fear, the 40-40s before Bruce 40 turns 40 challenge. That's actually still going on. Fear's the only person who has completed that challenge. Lootbag Larry is closing in. I believe he's up to video number 37 out of 40. And couple other guys. Stefan Malturin and I believe SD 40 ounce are still in the process of completing that challenge. But this year we have a bunch of new challenges, including a couple started by Fear. I mentioned this before. He was threatening to do this, and he started this. It's the 45 Colt 45s before Fear turns 45.
That's 5 years.
Yeah.
which is going to be in December. So he has started that. A couple other people have joined in. We also have from SD 40 ounce, 40-40s before SD 40 turns 40, but he's not going to turn 40 for another 2 years. So there's plenty of time for everybody to do that one. So we also have one of the lesser guys named James Montana 29.
Whoa.
Are you ready? We have the 28-40s before James Montana 29 turns 28.
Whoa. So what's up with the name? Why is he Montana 29?
I have no clue. No clue.
Great number.
That's part of the mystery of the malt liquor world.
Yeah, even they don't know why they do things.
Yeah. So our final new challenge created by Fear, and this is a great one. Now I've mentioned to you about Reggie Steele, aka 40-ounce fraud, aka Fat Reggie. And I've told you that Fear says that Reggie Steele's head looks like a chicken McNugget. Fear has started a new series of videos called 20 Videos making fun of Fat Reggie's head while eating 20 McNuggets.
Jesus.
She's getting like the Super King pack of McNuggets, a 20 pack.
So Fear, I believe, has completed 2 of those videos where he's eating 20 McNuggets, drinking a 40, while making fun of Reggie's big McNugget head.
Oh my God.
So we have all kinds of challenges in the early part of 2018, and we haven't even gotten to the 209 J. Jones annual challenge that he puts out for everyone to try and complete. He hasn't even put that out yet. So lots and lots of malt liquor videos to look forward to in 2018.
I tell you, these guys are very, very entertaining.
Yeah.
I will give them that. Absolutely.
So I see you have Fear's all his videos up.
Yeah.
So I've teased you long enough, Joe. I know what you're waiting for.
I know, man. What's up? Yeah.
Okay. You asked last week. I deliver this week. You wanted to hear Steelworldwide cussing out Greg. So here's what you need to do. You need to go to his second channel, Steelworldwide 2.
Okay.
Which I know you have bookmarked.
Yeah. I don't necessarily have them bookmarked, but they just pop up as soon as I start. As soon as I watch, see, as soon as I start, see, they're just right there. So
Google knows. So if you go to his videos, it should only be a handful in. It's called Enjoy 40 Ounce Pac-Man Game Wristwatch Review. It's from February 26th.
Okay, 40 ounce and right here. Yeah.
Yeah. And in the majority of this video, he cusses out Bitter Poet Madman, who is
does he really?
Yeah, he's doing wristwatch reviews now, Bitter Poet Madman.
Oh, really? Remember OD a few weeks ago? He said he's coming back big and he's going to be totally unexpected.
Yeah.
Yes, and he is. And I Odeed also mentioned Bitter Poet Madman works very close to where I live, so I've been meaning to seek out Bitter Poet Madman, but I haven't done it yet. So I will eventually. But yeah, Steel Worldwide is spends a good amount of time cussing him out and his new video direction. There he is eating his Pringles.
Okay, I'm gonna check out Bitter Poet Madman. I get a
he like reviews Rolexes and stuff.
Okay, cool.
But if
he's talking about him now, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's having a good old time.
And you should have fucking stayed dead, you smug asshole.
You freaking kidding me?
He says that with love.
Yes.
What's up, nigga? It's that nigga. You heard me? Beat sugar, nigga. Number one hot boy, nigga. And I keep it all the way.
So
reviewing high-end watches. Yeah. Motherfucker reviewed craft beer. And fruited every single malt.
Oh, he fruited the malt
on the shelves. And then I ran him off of YouTube.
He ran him off. And he got a kick out of it too.
And now he's back reviewing wristwatches.
I love that. He even laughs at himself. Look at that.
And now he's back reviewing wristwatches. Can't stay dead. Can't stay over YouTube. Good shit.
Funny.
That's all right.
Yeah, he could have give us what do you call that?
a cuss out.
No. You know, where we can't play it anymore. What's the what am I looking for here?
Oh, takedown.
Yeah, he ain't gonna give us a takedown. All he's doing is the same thing.
Yeah.
Except we have to listen to his commentary. We're actually playing his video.
We're doing him a service, actually.
Yeah, we're actually doing him a service.
Oh man.
Recently. Should have had a massive suicide via Voodoo. Fuck you, the Brister. Your videos are fucking god awful. So is your fucking life.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
This guy is out of
Yeah, that's somebody named Jeff Brister.
Oh my god!
Brister.
Oh my god! Yeah, this is
That's
yeah.
funny.
So where's the good part?
You're getting pretty close to the Greg cuss out. It's at 7:05.
Oh, 7:05. Yeah, we got to have this. We'll go a little early and.
You ready, Greg?
Yeah, right. You ready, Greg? Here we go.
I can't fucking believe Craig's beer reviews. He's still fucking reviewing beers. 3,000 beers deep. Fuck you, Craig. Bum ass Santa Claus looking motherfucker. Fuck you, Craig.
My. My God.
I can't fucking
Now
believe Craig's beer reviews. He's still fucking reviewing beers. 3,000 beers deep. Fuck you, Craig. Bum ass Santa Claus looking motherfucker. Fuck you, Craig.
So he's calling him Craig, but there is no doubt who he's talking about.
Oh
Yeah.
no, that's the only Santa Claus looking.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it. he has no like. He's just gonna eat Pringles.
Yeah.
And he's just
He's like a
whooping them
robot
down.
eating the Pringles.
Yeah, I mean, look at him. He's just woofing these things
automatically going down. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now he's gonna say some more stuff, right?
Even Hoggy Deuce is back, fruiting up another bullshit. Bullshit. Fuck you, Hoggy Deuce. Fuck everybody from Florida.
Hoggy Deuce. Who's he talking about?
That's the biggest fucking shithole on the flat earth.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, he was Hoggy's beer reviews.
And
Yeah.
fucking did.
Yeah.
Stay dead, cunts.
I gotta hit.
What you heard, you irrelevant. I can't fucking believe Craig's beer reviews. He's still fucking reviewing beers. 3,000 beers deep. Fuck you, Craig. Bum ass Santa Claus looking motherfucker. Fuck you, Craig. I can't fucking believe Craig's beer reviews. He's still fucking reviewing beers. 3,000 beers deep. Fuck you, Craig. Bum ass Santa Claus looking motherfucker. Fuck you, Craig.
We didn't get one of those. How come we didn't get one of those? How come we didn't get one of those? We didn't get a. How come we didn't get one of those? We've been gypped,
I guess it's all in the timing.
Yeah, that's
the timing of the hatred.
I mean, I feel cheated, man. This is not even fair.
No,
you
just need to take pride in the fact, Joe, that you were some of the inspiration for Greg doing his beer reviews anyway. So it's really a shot at you and me, I guess.
Yeah, it's a shot at both of us, all of us, really, because we were all included in that one.
Yeah,
because you all are the CBCs. Actually, you're the CBCs.
Yep. The CBC community. We can just call it the CBC community.
Yeah, the CBC community. Yeah, there is a label now. Yeah, the viewers of this show are actually now known as CBCs, right?
Right, like what's CBC? The craft beer cunts.
Get a T-shirt made up.
I'm a proud CBC.
You put a sticker on the back of your car.
CBC and proud of it.
Proud of it.
And on the back, you could have HBS, homebrew scumbags.
Yeah.
You know how like the people have like the stickers on the back of their car for their sons. My son is an honor student.
Right. Yeah.
CBC.
I'm a CBC and proud of it.
My dad is a craft beer cunt.
Yeah, my dad is.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and now Carrie, who doesn't necessarily even drink craft beer, she's like a Miller Lite or something like that, right? Even she's a CBC, right? Even the moms of the show could be labeled CBCs now, right?
Yeah, I mean,
That's hilarious. So, Billy D, have anything else for us, man?
Yeah, that is all. Billy D is all tapped out for this week.
Awesome, man.
Good job, Bum.
That was
funny.
You do a fantastic job, man.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Isn't Steelworldwide in the Pittsburgh area? He is, isn't he?
No, you know what? The last time we tried to figure out his location was when he was getting his Mac ribs.
Yeah.
I've narrowed it down. I believe he's in the Scranton area.
Okay.
He's on the eastern side of Pennsylvania.
Okay. I was gonna say, because if he was in Pittsburgh, you could do a meetup between him and Bitter Poet Madman, and yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that be great? But no, he has already in the one video proclaimed his hatred for Pittsburgh. Just like Florida, just like Cuba, just like Canada, just like Boston, it's a shithole.
Okay. That's funny.
And just for anybody that doesn't know, just in case you don't know, Greg is a dear friend of the show, man.
He is.
That's why I was hesitant to.
No.
Oh yeah, no. If we don't hesitate to play our own slam, we're not definitely going to hesitate to play his.
Yeah. He is the Iron Man of beer reviewers.
Yeah,
because he has done literally. He's posted at least one beer review a day, every day since.
Yeah, look at this. He's
2009.
Yeah, he's at 29.76.
Yeah,
so,
he went for a couple years where he was posting 2 a day.
Yeah. Because he started in like July of 2009, maybe. So he's coming up on 9 years. So yeah, there was a while where he was doing 2 a day.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be at 3,000 beer reviews in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's absolutely nuts, man. I mean, it's a lot. That's a lot of posting, man. Dear God,
that's a lot of malt.
That's a lot of malt. Yeah, but yeah, this is Greg's beer reviews. In case anybody,
how many subscribers does he have now? 23? Is that what?
28,000. Yeah, 28,000.
Wow. Yeah. He is the man. He has taken over as far as beer review quantity. I mean,
there's people that review and stuff that have definitely more views than he does, or subscribers and stuff like that, whatever. But he's a good friend of the show. He's been around forever. And if we don't hesitate to play our slam, we're definitely not going to hesitate to play his.
I don't really think he's going to be offended too much by what Steelworldwide thinks of him and his beer reviews.
Right. No.
It's going to affect him a whole heck of a lot.
No, Greg won't necessarily care at all. I mean, even if he does, he'll just like, okay, what? Who was this person first? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for malt liquor. Greg does not. It's funny because they're both kind of similar, with different styles of beer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because Greg will cuss out people.
Right.
Yep, he will. Yep. Oh, where did Tom go? I was gonna give. I've got a beer here that is kind of an homage to Tom's area of the country. I'll wait for him to come back. Hopefully.
Oh, okay. I'm still enjoying the last of my Xocoveza. Carrie says hi, family. She's her beer family, and
hey, Carrie.
We have John. He says, "I vow to the CBC, man." Yeah, that's.
We need a sign. We need some like a symbol. Yeah. I don't know.
We're definitely going to need something, right? Because now we've been labeled, right? And
well, we need to come up with T-shirts. CBC and proud of it, or something like that.
Yeah, we gotta figure something out, right? Yeah, because that's we've been officially labeled, right?
Yeah.
Anybody who's a fan of the show, watches the show,
CBC.
Now we are labeled, so yeah, this is great. I love it.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's like the best thing ever happened to this show, I think, is that rant. It's fantastic. Instead of just getting some random dude showing up here with his junk, or something like that, you know what I'm saying? You get something that you actually can play and have fun with.
Yeah, you took a hold of that though, in that hasn't happened since. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, that was fortunately just a one-time deal. Fingers crossed.
Right, It'll happen again, I'm sure.
Yeah, it will.
Whoa!
Hey! Whoa!
Wow!
I remember this.
Take us back to 2013.
2013. Holy hell!
What's up, guys?
Hey!
How are you doing, my friend?
Wow.
Doing very well. How are you guys?
Excellent.
Okay, man. Tell us what you're drinking, and a little, as much as you want. How you're doing, where you're at. Well,
we want the last 4 years in 30 seconds or less.
Yeah, so I don't want to take up too much of a conversation. I was just home bored and saw you guys doing the show, and I was like, man, I haven't talked to those guys in like 4 years.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm drinking iced tea because I'm actually sober now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, okay, right on.
Yeah, but I can still talk with the best of them. So bring it
Yeah,
on.
absolutely. Yeah. No, earlier I was drinking a pickle juice soda, so
That sounds fantastic.
it actually was. I have to admit, it was actually really good. It smelled like regular dill pickle juice, right? But they used real cane sugar in it, and it was actually sweet. It wasn't. It blew me away. I thought I was gonna drink bitterness and sweetness, and it actually wasn't. So what's going on with your life, man? As much as you care to share, if you don't, if you'd like to keep it more private.
Yeah, I mean, my life is completely different from the last time that I talked to you guys. So I got engaged.
Okay, congrats. Yeah.
Well, here's the story. Got engaged.
Oh boy.
Didn't work out.
Okay.
That was about 3.5 years ago.
Was that the person that you showed us a couple of times, real briefly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She and I are now back together after 3.5 years.
Okay. All right. Well. Okay.
So things are great. I got sober about 10 months ago, just about 10 months. Things are good. I'm losing my job at the end of July. They're relocating my job, so I'll be out of that after 20 years. But I'm looking forward to it because the company's going to hell, and I need a new thing, in my life. So it's all good.
Good. Well, yeah, that's good, man. That's good. Yeah, you still got your health, and as long as you got that, man, and good to go.
Damn Skippy.
I mean, a lot of people have been having some problems. I mean, health wise. So, which is definitely not good. So, plans have to change quick, man. Once you start having health problems and stuff. So,
yeah, that's just about the most important thing. If you can keep your health as good as possible, that kind of allows all the other good stuff to happen. So
the rest will come.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking to have fun with you guys tonight because it's been a while. So just have fun, and I'll jump in when I can.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm having a Xocoveza right now, a Steelworldwide Xocoveza. Right now, my next one will be a beer from New Mexico, man. La Cumbre Malpais Stout.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's very good. Yeah, I've had this one a bunch. What I like is they put on the bottom of the can here, elevate this end. And you can only read it when it's upside down like this. So, in other words, you know what I'm saying? Pour this in a glass or launch it down your throat, do whatever you got to do, but so you can read that. You know what I'm saying? But it's very good, and it's out of Albuquerque where I used to be. That's another thing too. I'm now in Phoenix, in case you didn't know, AJ.
There's a really good beer company moving to Phoenix. They're opening up a headquarters in Phoenix, and I'm looking to kind of go hang out there because it's the headquarters are opening up. They basically said anybody that's part of they call it a brotherhood, so anybody that's part of the brotherhood can just show up and hang out there with all the guys that own the company and work there.
Oh, awesome! Can you share the name or no?
Yeah, it's Live Bearded.
Live
company.
Live Bearded.
Yeah, Live Bearded. Livebearded.com. I'm like promoting them now. I should get money for this, but
right.
They're best beard products I've ever used. So if anybody's looking for something to maintain your beard, give them a check out.
Cool.
Check that out. It's always nice to have some good beard oil or something to wash your beard or something of that sort.
And they have
beard wash,
they have oil, they have beard butter, which is really good for
beard butter.
Yeah, man, for real.
Keep it where it needs to be.
This is all from a universe I cannot access.
Well, I mean,
You're blowing
Mark,
my mind with this, man. Is this serious?
yeah,
Yeah.
Mark still looks like he's 12. You know,
Well,
so
13. Okay, give me 13 maybe.
Yeah,
all
right.
right, 13.
I spent a year trying to grow anything more than stubble, and I couldn't. So, but I haven't hit puberty yet. So maybe when I hit puberty, I'll be able to do it.
One more year, Mark. One more year. And you got
One
it.
more year.
So is this the one?
Yep,
right here?
that is them. Yep.
Live
Okay.
bearded. Cool.
And so, yeah, beard oil, beard wash. Dude, this is cracking me up. Beard butter. Dude, I got to see beard butter. This is hilarious.
Oh yeah.
It's
So what do they got?
basically-
Like a
it basically replaces balm. It's similar to beard balm. It's just a different consistency.
Okay.
I like it better than beard balm.
So is it like a moisturizer
Roisin, do they got
more than
that?
anything?
It is. Yeah, it's a beard butter is it's moisturizer, conditioner.
Okay. All right.
And it gives hold to the beard. So if you have a lot of flyaways going with your beard,
Okay.
it'll tame those and
Okay.
give you some nice maneuverability with your style.
I love the photography.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Butter. This is hilarious, man. No, I don't doubt that it does deep conditioner like they say, but this is hilarious to me, man. This is funny. This is yeah, this is funny. This is wow. I'm blown away right now. I didn't know there was such a thing.
That'll
Oh,
last
man.
probably 2 months, right? Just about.
Yeah, a jar of butter usually is about 2 months for me.
And so now they're gonna make they're opening a brewery, is what you're saying.
No, it's not a brewery. It's they're just their headquarters.
Oh.
Okay. Where are they now? Are they relocating everything to Arizona?
They are relocating everything to Arizona. Where are they now? I feel like they're in Seattle.
Okay. All right. They've got to come from someplace with a lot of beers. I would think Seattle, Portland, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely West Coast somewhere right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what's great about this is it's like they're not only a beard company. They do a lot of they do call it a brotherhood, but there's a Facebook group that you get, like once you place an order you get invited to, and it's a lot of just guys supporting other guys with beards, and it's like, you know, be the best person you can be, you know, do better, a lot of motivational stuff, and just trying to get men to be better men.
Yeah.
And that I can definitely get behind, because now there was the same sort of group for single fathers. There was that same sort of group, and men that paid child support. I had ran into a group like that, and they just helping men, and that's very, very necessary, man. So I definitely get behind something like that. I beard butter, that just cracks me up, man.
That's cool.
Don't
I mean,
knock it until you try it, Joey.
They've got a great angle. I mean, really. I mean, it's a fantastic marketing thing, and if they sounds like they're staying true to it, and it's more than marketing, but it's a great way to build a community of loyal, raving fans that like the products and use the products, and also can get together and just hang out and then be part of, like you said, the brotherhood. People that are
and really from like, because I thought it was like kind of what you described. At first I thought it was the beard company, and then like the whole motivational brotherhood was the aside to it. It was kind of like the subplot. But I've been in it a while now, and it's more of the brotherhood with a beard company thrown in.
Okay, yeah.
You know, they're really more focused on the brotherhood and helping each other and being better. That's their main focus, and they just happen to also sell some really kick-ass beard products.
Yeah,
I
could definitely get behind, because that's basically what we are, man. We're just, I consider myself trying to help men as well. Just trying, hey, give us a place to hang out, talk beer. You know what I'm saying? And bring us together somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And no, I definitely can get it. You know, I'm gonna always crack up about whatever, you know what I'm saying? But no, I can definitely get behind something like that. You know, absolutely, man. Because I feel like in this climate, men are getting slammed, and I feel like you're being guilted just because you're a man, and that's not right either. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like groups like that absolutely get a little praise here. Yeah. So live bearded. It sounds a lot like beer. So it's when you said they were. That's why I thought you were meeting a brewery. They were moving down here because it sounded like you were saying beer, and you were saying beard. So it's,
beard, yeah.
The D has to be very pronounced because it can sound, if you say it quickly, it just sounds like you're saying beer. You know what I'm saying? So,
bless you.
So yeah, no, we have plenty of bearded gentlemen.
I'm pretty much the only one without any kind of facial hair, and it's not for lack of trying. That's all I can say. But
hey, well, think of all the money you save on razors and
I do save a lot of money. So this is for you, Tom. I don't know if you guys have seen. I just saw this in the store. It's New Belgium's Juicy Haze IPA. So it's their take on a New England IPA.
I did see that. I was curious. I was going to buy it.
Yeah.
But,
Have you had it yet, Mark?
I had one last night, and I bought it because it was on sale at the grocery store for like $7.50 a 6-pack, which is like $2.50 less than normal. Normally, New Belgium is like $9.50 to $10.
Yeah. What was the name of it again? Juicy.
Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA. And I don't know, Tom. You look at that. That looks like one of your. That looks like a Trillium kind of color. I mean, it's a real hazy.
New England.
Orange.
Yeah. Well, that's what they classify it as. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a New England style. So yeah, I mean, it's got the citrus, floral, real nice up front. And yeah, I mean, the hops are there, but it's not bitter at all. I mean, it's more just straight up, more of the emphasis on the floral and citrus and the yummy parts of the IPA, not the bitter part.
Like a little juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Juicy.
And hazy. Juicy. But no, it's a good.
Joe always
very
has
good
a
beer.
couple words that can get.
I wish they would put wet in there. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? What are they afraid of? You just put wet in there. You know,
moist,
wet, juicy,
moist. Yeah. Why won't someone put moist in there?
Moist
in there,
and juicy.
Yeah. What do you think of the word moist there, AJ?
Women hate it.
Yeah.
Most women I've ever had a conversation about the word, they absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
It's just a very off-putting word. It just sounds dirty.
Yeah, moist, huh?
Yeah.
It's one of the, when you think about when you have to think about words by themselves, the word moist is like, it makes me giggle, quite frankly. You know what I'm saying?
Because I don't want more moist. I want less moist, right?
In some cases.
I mean, in some case, yes, exactly.
Yes, and there's, I think women of a certain age, AJ, hate it because they're jealous.
Not gonna touch that one.
That might be the problem.
Not no.
Oh man, I think we lost
AJ,
the mother.
Even if you don't drink beer, you can still come back to this show and enjoy this one.
yeah. We are the CBC now, AJ.
Well, it's
So
almost like I
moist
never
kind of-
left, because this is the same conversations that we were having 4 years ago.
Well, we're still 12 years old, so that's
Well, I'm Mark's 13. Don't
Oh,
give
that's
him that extra year now.
so
Mark's
he's the
the
grown-up
elder.
of the group. Yeah, that's right.
Right.
The sad thing is, I think I'm the oldest person in this group. Probably.
Probably so, Mark.
Yeah, 13 beats 12 every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. Oh man.
Actually, we've all regressed since you last tuned in, AJ.
That's true.
And you know what? I don't doubt it.
We're
don't doubt
Benjamin
it at
Button
all.
right here, man. Yeah, we're all Benjamin Buttons right now.
Excellent. Just young at heart, old on the outside.
That's right. Yeah. Oh man,
That's good
yes.
stuff.
Oh man.
And Joe, your other word, but wet. Sierra Nevada did have that wet hop beer that they
Oh
had
yeah,
a while ago. So yeah, I was bank on that one.
that's true. Yep.
I haven't seen a moist beer though. I mean, somebody should just make one now.
Yeah, just make it.
Moist hop.
There's plenty of juicies. There's a lot of juicies used in the label or descriptions of beer. Juicy is a popular one. I think is juicy a socially acceptable word?
It's
Juicy?
printed on the back of pants, so I think that's
That's true. So why not moist on the back of pants, right?
Disgusting.
That's not good, Ed.
Why is juicy acceptable on the back of pants or shorts that are stretchy, mind you? And why is not moist okay?
Well,
okay.
moist-
Let me ask you one question. I'll ask you one question that may answer this. Other than what's in everybody's head right now, what's another scenario that you would actually use the word moist to describe?
brownies.
No, that is not true. That is not true. I have never said, man, this is a moist brownie.
Yeah,
I believe it's true coming from Bum.
Cake.
Yeah.
Hey, sponges.
Sponge. Yeah.
Sponge.
That's the thing about moist sponges, man.
Maybe instead of putting it on pants, we should put moist on sponges.
Yeah.
Oh, and I should clarify, when I said I associate moist with brownies, I did not mean young Girl Scouts.
Ooh.
Oh no. Oh.
Didn't even think about it. It is Girl Scout cookie season though.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Even I didn't go there.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're going to all levels.
Yeah. Byron says Dirty D. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think about the pants thing. Yeah, now you gave me another moist subject. Moist. I can't wait to bring that up at work. Moist on the back of pants instead of juicy. Take the Why isn't juicy being like ugh? I never thought about it that way, but juicy on the back of pants is
Yeah, but when you think of juicy, I think of like biting into a nice ripe mango. Like juicy is, you know what I mean? So
Yeah. Moist doesn't quite give that same. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something going on. There's a social thing that's been built around that word. That
I mean, for me, the only thing I would associate moist with, other than the thing, would be a towelette, a moist towelette.
Yeah. Because when the barber or when you go to a barbecue place, they hand you moist. That's where they use,
You get your moist towelette to go with your ribs.
Yeah,
but I feel that's the only socially acceptable use of the word.
Moist towelette with your pulled pork.
Jesus. I can imagine that is going there.
Yeah, you get. Do they? I don't know if they say. What do they say when they hand you like a? Do they say we're handing you a moist towel or a wet towel?
Oh, wet
when
towel.
you're on an airplane or something.
Oh, it's like a hot towel.
Hot towel.
Yeah,
hot towel.
And the barber gives you a hot towel, not a moist towel.
Getting a shave, yeah.
I'm gonna look that up. Things that are moist.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't do an image search.
That sounds like a category on the old $10,000 pyramid. Things that are moist.
Oh my God! Yes.
But I'm guessing the first three results are going to be porn.
Yeah,
So-
probably.
Yeah.
Back when the pyramid was pre-inflation days, when it was only $10,000.
Right.
Then it bumped up to $64,000, didn't it?
That is.
Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, 64 sounds right.
Oh man.
Oh my God, that is hilarious. I'm gonna crack open this La Cumbre right now. See what kind of.
Is that a regular 16-ounce can or is it a 12-ounce?
16. Yeah.
16? Okay, sounds like a stovepipe.
Now, unlike Pabst, though, this one won a silver medal at the GABF in 2011. So it's not it hasn't won an award 100 years ago. So
Being by 90 years.
That's, you know.
So it won an.
Oh man, he's been sniped. Or what is it called?
So it won an award in the 21st century, not the 19th.
Yeah. What's up with that? You know, and you know, Pabst it won an award 100 years ago. You know, they put it on the can to let you know.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit of smoke, but man, cans are really tough. You know, cans are tough. This is a proper stout.
That is midnight black. Look at that.
Yeah, that's dark. As a stout should be. Yeah.
Wow, that's looking pretty moist there.
Yeah, that's a very.
That's a moist head.
That's a very moist head.
That might be your show title right there. That's a moist head.
Yeah.
It's got to be moist for the dry back end.
Oh, they have other words. Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom, so we want to know what the research says. What are Google search things that are moist?
It's saying everything. When I put up things are I search things that are moist. The first thing I get is 12 reasons the word moist is amazing.
Really?
Yeah, and if you click on that, I bet there's porn. Probably. Like you said.
Give me 12 things that are moist and amazing.
It says a cookie dipped in cool glass of milk could be moist.
Okay.
Could be Oreos.
They don't. It's just, I don't really understand what they're going towards. This is a garden full of fragrant, dew-covered flowers after a spring rain. Okay. Cupcakes smothered in melted butter and syrup. Okay.
Yeah,
cupcakes are moist. Yep, cupcakes are moist. Yep.
And pancakes. Yeah.
Yeah. This
pancakes
is leading up to porn.
Yeah.
The last one is going to be horrible, right? Banana bread that sticks to the top of your mouth because it's so moist.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Cool washcloth on a hot day.
Okay.
Cold cucumber slices. I don't know if I'd say cucumber.
Yeah.
Moist.
They're stretching it a little bit. I think they're doing the SFW, and then pretty soon you're going to get NSFW.
I'm waiting to see flashing colors reflecting off the back of Tom's glasses right now.
Yeah, right, yeah.
11 is good sex. And then the last one is what we all thought.
Yeah, see, that's they're leading up to it. Yep.
Porn. That's the
porn.
last one.
Everything ends in porn.
It was BuzzFeed, so they gave the assignment to some random guy. They're like, "Yeah, just do this real quick and see what you can get."
Yeah, see, I never realized that moist was such a hated word until recently. There was an article about it, and it might have been this particular article because that's why I even brought it up on the show a few weeks back. And hate moist, you're not alone.
They got cake as the first thing, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was the structure of the word. Is that what they were trying to?
Yeah, it was. Remember we talked about it in the article that I had found. It was they tried to relate it to even the use of the word, like the word coming out of your mouth.
Yeah,
the way that it comes out of your mouth makes it a not pleasant word to even say.
But it's all in the usage and tradition, and as time goes on, and now everybody has a dirty mind about everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Good crumb. There's your brownie, right?
Yep.
Spongy is already used to describe great cakes. Why we don't use this adjective instead of the M word is a complete mystery, since a moist cake almost sounds as has a spongy quality. So also all the different words they're using instead of moist.
Yeah,
I guess so. This is divine, a moist piece of cake would be divine if it weren't for the word moist.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into that photo gallery, I promise you.
Yeah, don't click here.
Yeah, you don't want to click there. I think here's that 12 reasons the word moist is amazing right here. You have
See, they're starting off with desserts, getting you hungry there, and then
and then
into,
I still don't know if I agree with it. A garden full of fragrant dew-covered flowers after a spring rain.
That's just a space filler there. They were just trying to come up with something to justify their list.
See there, moist towelette.
Moist towelette is in the description.
Yeah.
It is on the towelette.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Banana bread, refreshing, cool, wet washcloth on a hot day. Do you say it's moist though, or do you say it's wet, or do you say damp?
I'd say damp, but
if something that can soak
slices,
call it moist if it can soak it up.
Skin with a fresh coat of sunscreen at the beach.
Would never call that moist.
No.
It would just.
It's succulent strawberries and whipped cream. I don't know that I call that moist. Oh yeah,
they're getting close. See, they started off with the hot girl.
Oh, and there's the next one.
And whipped cream, and then they go to and then down. Yeah,
there's number 12.
Yeah, that's the lead in. You get like 2 or 3, preludes, and then you go right into it.
And actually, 10, 11, and 12 all go together. No.
Yeah, 9 is like it switches your.
Great point.
Number 9 switches your focus, and then 10 gets you thinking about it. Yeah, and then it's just all down.
Right. So I would like everybody to take notice of that stock photo of the moist towelette and know that it's from like 1973.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're no longer called
like
moist
the towelette that Mom had in her
reason.
purse when we went across country in our 1970 Rambler.
And they're not made in Canada anymore. They're made in China, right?
Right. And Mark, that towelette was probably in her purse for like 7 years before that.
Oh yeah, definitely. That she got from the that she took from the restaurant on the last vacation. Yeah.
Finger bowl.
Oh, geez. You can have a field day with that one.
Oh my God! Where do you get that?
So you did a search for towelette. Yeah, there you go. Image search.
Oh my God!
Don't get Joe going.
Working for you, the finger bowl.
What's that? Mammo wipe?
Yeah, dude, they're all called.
Oh, wow. That's a Mammo wipe.
They're all called moist towelettes. Look at that. Good morning, beautiful. You can put a custom logo on that. That looks like another kind of wrapper. Mammo wipe.
So that's what you do after patient cleansing towelette.
Look at even McDonald's has moist towelettes.
KFC.
Breathe deeply.
Yeah, you used to get if you went to Kentucky Fried Chicken, back when they called it Kentucky Fried Chicken, you would get a spork and a moist towelette.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
In the plastic wrapping.
That's true. Yeah.
I still get it when I go there.
Does KFC call it a beautiful moist towelette? Look at that.
But if you go back to like 1970 when it was Kentucky Fried Chicken with the Colonel on the front. Yeah.
Oh, now look at Star Trek has a cleansing towelette.
Let me throw something in real quick, Joe.
That's because they're from the future.
The word beautiful made moist sound so much better though, didn't it? Beautiful moist? To me, it sounds better with the word beautiful in the front of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Hair off towelette. A fresh towel.
Mm-hmm.
Body cleansing towelettes.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them call them moist. Oh, dear God.
Calm down. It's just a moist towelette. That one.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that diagram on there.
Yeah. That's
instructional.
Yeah.
Where to put your moist towelette.
Yeah. This is hilarious, man. This is kind of this is cracking me up.
Hey, AJ, you haven't missed a beat from the last time you were here.
Hell no. right back in the swing of things.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you can be gone 4 years and never skip a beat. Yeah, things there. There's even a things that are moist Facebook page.
Man, they must be.
Oh man.
Yeah, lips can be moist, right?
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know what that. I don't really know what this is here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that. Yeah, it is. This is why you hate the word moist. 23 best moist images on Pinterest.
Yeah. A lot of these sites just copycat off
Yeah,
of
the super moist.
Let's be moist together. Oh, look at that owlet and a moist owlet. Oh my God! Look at that.
Bastard.
Fat bastard.
I too am moist. Look at it. Oh man.
You make
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So this. Oh my God! Look at that. Oh my God.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. A lot of places.
Yeah. Pickle's cage. Oh my God.
Oh, so is the Mona Lisa moist there? I see her on there.
I think she was.
Yeah. Yeah, she had like a moisting on her mouth or something there. Yeah, so
he was moist. That's why she's smiling.
Yeah, that's why she's smiling. So, yeah, that was. So that was our. So other than that, AJ, you missed our rant. I can play that for you really quick. That's always fun.
So fuck you, shout out to Joe.
Why I saw some random dude with like a Trump cutout behind him.
That's him.
About.
Yeah.
Actually, this includes you. Watch. Listen.
Just notice he's fucking talking shit. About the Malt Liquor drinkers on YouTube. Fuck you, Joe D. You fat piece of shit.
Nice.
If I called you out to make a Malt Liquor video like damn near 8 years ago, never fucking did it. Now you're doing Google Hangouts talking about me week after week. Up yours, Joe D.
That's a fan right there, man.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I love the way in his rant he goes back 8 years. Like he remembered it was about 8 years ago.
He doesn't go back 8 years. He goes back damn near 8 years.
Yeah, damn near.
Damn near 8 years.
Yeah, which includes AJ.
Experiment.
Oh yeah. I mean, Joe, we've been in this since Google Plus beta, right? And that's
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is that? 8 years ago, right? Or just about?
Yeah, 2010 it started, I think. Yeah.
So
man.
that's so that includes AJ. So you know what's hilarious is we've been getting a lot of people back on the show from way back, right? Who was in here recently as well?
OD'd.
Yeah, OD'd. Yeah.
Wow.
For the first time in 6 years, probably.
Yeah, I don't even know how long. Yeah, so yeah, that rant included you. So
all I'm going to say is that poor guy, all he wanted was an autograph, Jody. And you didn't get his piece of mail and send him back the autograph 8x10, and he's still pissed. Still, or he tried to get into the hangout 8 years ago,
right?
And he wasn't cool enough.
Yeah,
and he froze up a lot, so we kicked him out.
Yeah, those might have been the days. Yeah, who knows? He might have tried to jump in, and it was awful if you remember in those days. You didn't know.
That was stick cam Skype combo days. Yeah.
Yep.
So, and even in the early days of the Google Plus, you didn't know if you were going to get lagged out or, you know what I'm saying? It was bad before it got pretty darn decent, but the feature that kept us on Google Plus was it recorded and went right up to YouTube. So it was like, that was a no brainer, and we knew it would get better because it was Google, but
hey, Joe, I have a random question. Remember that guy that used to have all the instruments behind him?
Yeah.
Skyler.
Skyler, yeah.
Skyler. Yep.
He was out of Texas, out of South Texas.
Galveston Bay Brewing Company.
Yeah. He's still around.
Yep. He's still. He popped in and gave me a toast on Untapped a few months ago. So yeah,
Nice.
he's still.
I think he popped in on here. Not. I want to say it was last year sometime.
Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah,
and they were on a boat.
He was. Yeah, he was on the raft with his friends.
Yeah, there was like, I don't know, 12 of them or something, man. They were having a good time out there.
No,
I have to call him. I haven't talked to him in years.
Yeah, he's still brewmaster at Galveston Bay Brewing. So
Cool.
I think he's doing well. Which is good.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I think that brewery is like right off of the freeway or something, because I thought I remembered seeing it when I went to when I was down there.
We were down there a couple years ago to visit with the cousin who lives down there, and it was just kind of out. It was maybe he's like right along the coast in Galveston, Texas.
Oh, okay, no, that I didn't.
And we were in Lake Jackson, so about an hour south. We just couldn't get up. We just ran out of time. I tried to, get together with him, see if we might be able to stop by for a beer. I just didn't have enough time, but he's doing good. He's been doing that for 3 or 4 years. Yeah, 3 or 4 years at least. So
yeah, it's definitely 4.
Yeah, yep. Because he moved there. He was in where was he before? He moved there. Was he in Pennsylvania? No, he wasn't in Pennsylvania.
No, he was always in Texas. He just moved to a different part.
No, his wife is originally from Jersey, I believe.
Yeah,
and they would travel up here through PA every couple months.
He did his trip where he went up and stopped at all the different breweries on the way up. I remember that.
Yeah,
they did like 25 breweries in a week or something as they drove up to Jersey and back.
Yeah, because he met up with AJ and he met up with Greg, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he met up with Greg.
Mm-hmm.
AJ, who else did he? A couple other people. Yeah, he kind of did like a 2-week trip and met up with a bunch of people along the way and back. Yeah. And right after that, he got the job as the head brewer there. It was a startup. I guess the guy who started it was an investor. No interest, never been in the industry, but always wanted to open up something.
Right.
So he opened it up and put Skylar in charge of things, and he's been doing good. So
he's had no time in his life since the last time I talked to him. It was just business.
Oh yeah. It's probably 75, 80 hours a week. 7 days a week. All the time. That's the downside. So you got to love what you do to do it all the time. That's for sure.
Right, yeah, because you're going to work your ass off doing it. That's but that's what you want. I mean, you want to be
as long as you're happy doing it, it doesn't matter. Right. But if you're not happy doing it, then it becomes a drag real fast. So,
right. Yeah, I happen to talk to a lot of small business owners that are on the way up, if you will. They're insanely busy, and that's why they call someone like us to start hauling their stuff because it's out of control. And they, and some of them people, there's a company that started air fryers and different other little products, and dude, it is cool to see their success and talk to them. You know what I'm saying? And there's another company that builds cabinets, and they got the account for all the QT remodels. And if you know anything about QTs, man, dear God, they remodel them and build them like crazy.
Yeah, there's so many of them. Yeah.
So yeah, they're insanely successful right now. Busier than heck, and trying to keep up with it. And it's fantastic. You're just going to be busier than you ever imagined. So yeah, you better love it because you're going to be married to it. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's the fun part and the bad part all at once.
Yeah. The thing about success is you better be ready for it. But I think that's what Skylar was saying, is he was learning that balance, and that's why they were out on that boat having some fun, because it's, it can be a little too much work. I don't know, what were they doing, fishing or something?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they were on like 2 different little boats, if I remember right. just having a blast out there, man, having some beers and on one of those airboat sort of deals, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
One of those big fan.
Yeah, with the big airboat. Yeah,
yeah,
big propeller at the back.
Yeah, it was big. So, yeah, it was pretty cool to see him. Man, the ones that I wish there were some cats reviewing beer out of South Carolina, wasn't it?
Oh, the two older guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were out of the Carolinas.
Yeah, they were out of like Anderson, South Carolina.
Yeah, were they out of Anderson? Were they really?
They were somewhere in that area. Yeah, Anderson, Greenville, something like that. But yeah, they just kind of
went away.
A lot of beer reviewers, they just go away.
Yeah.
I was surprised that that ranting guy mentioned Hoagie.
Oh yeah.
And because Hoagie, as far as I know, he hasn't been doing beer reviews in years. But we used to always talk about him and his stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he popped on the show a few times too. I mean, he was doing beer reviews, and then
who was the guy that used to get on from Texas and always used to be grilling something? That would piss me off. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
He would just get on with this amazing meat, smoked or grilled or whatever. And I'm like, dude, you know how hungry I am now?
Jeez. We've had a lot of cats on this show, man.
I know, right?
Yeah. You have no idea, man. Back in the day, it was a revolving door.
Yeah.
We used to run like what 8 to 10 deep, right? We used to max out the channels, and some weeks.
Yeah. Stickcam would max out. We'd get all the people we could get on Stickcam.
Yeah, it's fun to get some of the quote unquote old timers back on the show, because you can reminisce through these memories and
this is great. Yeah, the alumni.
The alumni, there's a better word. Yeah, and that's that's the equivalent of changing the word moist into something else, right? So it's the alumni. Right, it makes you not sound as old, right? So it's but it's the truth though, man. We used to really have some crazy times on here, and it was a lot of it still is a lot of fun. And this is part of what we talked about when we moved the show from Tuesday to Saturday. Now, what is this now? The 6th week?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I think so. 5th or 6th week.
5th or 6th week. And I kind of thought this might happen. Like we might end up getting some people that just couldn't jump on before because it was during the week or, whatever the case may be. And look at already, man, in just a few weeks, look at the different variety of people that have jumped on now. Oh, and now look at, we have Earth in here now. He didn't used to be able to jump in. He was always an hour or two short. So this has been pretty darn cool, man, already, looking forward to and as soon as I get these audio issues fixed, hopefully by next week's show.
Now, you know what next week is, right? Next Saturday is St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
is
yeah.
it really?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's March 17th.
Oh, we have to have stouts. Everybody's got to have a stout. I mean, at a minimum, a stout, right?
Do we have to have an Irish stout, or is it just a stout?
I would say just a stout, but
you can put some green food coloring in it if you want.
Yeah, a stout or green beer. Yeah, I mean, you got to have at least one, right? If it's going to be St. Patrick's Day, right?
Yeah. I just thought of that. It's like, wow, next Saturday is the 17th, and that's St. Patrick's.
Dang, I should have saved that pickle juice for next week. That's kind of
have a stout next week.
Yeah. I got plenty of those. I got plenty of those. I don't have to go very far. That's for sure. Yeah, that is, I didn't realize that, Mark. So, so that's next week.
Yeah, St. Patrick's Day next Saturday, the 17th.
It's a special day.
Wow, I gotta take a look at my calendar.
Daylight savings is coming. What, tomorrow or the next day?
Yeah, tonight. Got to set your clocks forward tonight.
Right, it's tonight.
Yeah,
really?
Sorry, guys, I got to go now. I have to wake up for work in the morning.
Except Joe. No, that's going to change the time.
That's
going
for
to be
all you
8 o'clock
losers.
Eastern next
Oh,
week.
you losers.
Yeah.
So, Joe, it's going to be 8 o'clock Eastern next week with the hour. We spring forward an hour.
Oh,
right?
But you don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you want to keep it
7
at
Eastern, it's going to be, if you want to keep it the same time for you, it's going to be an hour farther ahead for us. It's going to be 8 Eastern.
It don't matter for me now because it's on Saturday. So
yeah,
I can easily move the time. So for me, it would be what would it? So instead of starting at 5, it starts at 4. Is that what happens?
I believe so.
So you're 2 hours ahead of East Coast. So now it would be 4 o'clock your time, 7 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, you'd have to start an hour earlier for us to start at 7.
For us to start. So for me, I have to start at 4 now.
Yep, instead of 5.
Even if you started at 4:30, that wouldn't even be that bad too. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't.
So
I don't mind starting
take the hour on your end or the hour on our end, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I'll just. What do you think, Earth? Is that? Because that's what 3 for Earth. Is that a?
That's fine with me. You can keep it the same for me. It doesn't bother me none.
Yeah. Right now you're coming up on what, 5:45 right now, right, Earth? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You're 5:45 your time.
Yeah, it's 8:45 this time. Our time.
Yeah. I especially now that I don't go to California anymore. I don't pay any attention to the time. I don't. To me, now that I've lived here, it'll be going on 4 years. It seems stupid. You know what I'm saying? The whole time change thing seems so stupid.
Yeah.
Because it changes on its own anyway.
I hate it. It's dumb.
It just seems so artificial. In this day and age when they want clarity and we want the real thing and we want this and that, well, why change the time? Like it's so artificial. It seems like once you lived in Arizona for a while, you're just like, what the hell is all that about? And this is kind of funny to me now to hear other people have to stress about it, because I hated it. I hated the time change. I hated it.
Yeah.
I'd rather reverse it. I'd rather go back this time and then go ahead during the fall. I'd like to try that.
Yeah, because regardless, you're going to get more sunlight over time.
Mm-hmm.
If you just stay on standard time like we do, I mean, you just like it's getting lighter earlier right now anyway here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys stay on standard, that means Earth, you'll be 4 o'clock your time. Joe will be 4 o'clock, and we'll be 7. Yeah. It'll be 7 Eastern would be 4 o'clock for Joe and 4 o'clock for Earth.
So okay, oh yeah, it is on my calendar. Yeah, Google puts it on the calendar here. So okay, yeah, and then the 17th, St. Patrick's Day. Wow.
It doesn't matter either way on my end. It could be an hour ahead or an hour later. It's Saturday for me too. So
yeah, I mean,
it doesn't matter.
That's the one advantage to having it on Saturday, I guess. Is
that finally works out for me. Is you guys just got to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because now it's later on a Saturday. And the one of the big disadvantages to Saturday is that when I'll be taking trips and stuff like that, and I'll have to miss.
Yeah.
Shows will get canceled a little, could be more frequently. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But wow. Okay, so stouts and green beer next week, if you wish.
At 7 o'clock East, same time Eastern, and so it'll be 4 o'clock Arizona Standard or California
Daylight.
Pacific Daylight.
Not counting the time change tonight.
Yeah, that didn't get too complicated. Now you can see why I always go by Eastern time.
Pay attention to your YouTubes about 2 hours in advance next Saturday.
Yeah. And notice, right?
Yeah, so hopefully I do have all the shows in there. So I guess, am I going to have to switch the time? Let's see. I'll look at it.
If you have it set to your time, if you have it set to your time, Pacific Standard, I guess it'll stay the same.
Yeah, I have to. I'll have to.
It'll still say 7 o'clock Eastern. So.
Yeah, hopefully. Does it say?
I could figure out the difference with relativity faster than I can figure out.
Why does 1 hour always complicate it that much?
Oh man, just yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. The time change is ridiculous. It's like, why do we even do this thing? Like it's one less thing to complicate your life. You know what I'm saying? If you get rid of it, it's just, you know.
We should all get a get out of jail free card for missing work on time on that day. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
First week.
If you're like me, then you show up. Like, so, well, let me see. You spring forward, so some people show up late, right?
Yeah.
And then when you fall back, that's when a couple times I showed up to work early. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting there like some goober. You know what I'm saying? You just, oh man, you gotta be kidding.
Gotta sit and watch the soap operas until you show.
Sleeping
until you
outside the front door waiting.
Entertainment tonight.
Oh my God, this sucks. I'm such a loser. Here at work early. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, an
hour early.
As long as I punch in, I'm good. As long as I'm getting paid.
Yeah, well, show up. Yeah, I don't know about your job. You show up at my job an hour early. That's on you. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can wait in the break room or something. You know what I'm saying? Talk to one of the other losers. You know what I'm saying? That's that's what are your guys' opinion on traffic? Can we talk about traffic for a little bit? I have to deal with traffic literally all day long. You know what I'm saying? And my opinion on traffic, I was kind of thinking about this, and I was like, I'm going to bring this up on the show. My opinion, and hear me out on this one. This might take a few minutes, but my opinion on traffic is similar to, my opinion on traffic is just there's not enough stick shifts, right? There's too many automatics. If there was, it's kind of like the concussion thing with football. Like some people think with football, if you got rid of the helmets, then there'd be less concussions because you're going to be less likely to lead with your head, right? If you don't have helmet, you know what I'm saying? So if you're one of those people, then you might agree with me with the stick shifts. If there was more stick shifts, because I have a standard truck, right? Mm-hmm. Now, there's more and more big trucks now, semi trucks, tractor trailers that have automatics, auto shifts, right? Mm-hmm. We're getting more and more horrible truck drivers now, right? Because the truck drivers are automatics now, and they got the same damn problems that you got in cars because there's so many automatics. Literally, the problem is I can see you. You may not think so because you got tinted windows. I can see you. I can see everything you. In a lot of people's cases, I can see what you're doing on your phone. I can see the page. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. Literally, if there's a brake pedal, if someone's foot has to go from this pedal, the throttle, to the brake, the phone comes up. I swear to God, you can watch people, it's like, the phone, it's like automatic. Whoa, oh, brakes, ooh, phone. Like it's just, they don't even think about it. It's just whoop, here it comes, right? If you had a stick shift, you can't do that. You feel me? Because you got to drive. You got to drive, right? Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm not going to say you absolutely, there's not a condition when you can't do it. I'm saying you're less likely to, especially in traffic, because you have to shift. You have to do something, right? So the more I'm saying it would reduce it.
Oh,
not like it's going to get rid of it, because now you got something you have to do, right? Now you got to, I got to hit the clutch. I got to boop, 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 right? You got things you got to do. And so I just feel like there's just not enough stick shifts out there. And what cracks me up is the more automatics there is out there, now you have, you feel like you can, I'm a good driver. I can this and that. And you're really not, right? You're really not. There's people not even on the phone that are just distracted by looking at something, or they're talking to someone in the car. and anything can distract you, and they're not paying attention to the driving. When you have a stick shift, man, you're paying attention because you got to do this. You have to
Absolutely.
and you have to use that left foot. And you know what I'm saying? And so or if you're in another country, one of those weird countries where you use the right foot to clutch. Oh, you guys are like, oh, what are you kidding me? You know. But in any case, you know, when you have to shift, you have to think about your driving more. You have to concentrate a little more, just a little bit more on what you're actually doing.
Teacher, can I make a comment?
I was like, what's going on?
Oh,
over here. Who was that? Horseshack, yes. Oh, man, Mark beat me to it, man. I had that one. Damn it. I had that
Don't tell me you've never driven a stick, bum, please.
Hello. How are you? My name is Owner Horseshack.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Joe, it's amazing that you're bringing this topic up. It's incredible. My dad, God rest his soul, 40 years ago, told me, and back then he had always, I was like, you and your conspiracy theories. My dad told me 40 years ago, one of the worst things ever invented, the worst inventions ever, was the automatic transmission. And I did not understand what he was saying at the time. I was like, you're crazy. And he tried explaining it to me. And I was like, oh my God, you are crazy. And now I get it. There are so many nitwits on the road driving who have no business driving because they have dumbed down vehicles.
Right.
So that anybody can drive. Just like they've dumbed down the internet so any moron on a phone can get on the internet and go on Facebook and cause all kinds of havoc.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Joe. There's too many people who don't actually know how to drive.
Right.
Because of the shortcuts that have been created, there's too many people messing around with things other than your driving functions. And my God, my dad was right. 40 years later, somebody is confirming this for me.
Yeah. And what cracks me up is there's a lot of people out there think they're good drivers, and you may be. I'm not saying you're not. It's just that what cracks me up is there's so many automatics on the road, and we've been driving automatic for so long. And it's easy to get distracted doing this, doing your makeup in the mirror, doing your hair, doing anything else but driving. What cracks me up is people are now annoyed with even driving. So now they want to have these computerized vehicles that drive them. You know what I'm saying? And they've lost the art of actually driving, actually enjoying your drive, actually, I just feel like there's just too many automatics. I feel like you get rid of the automatics or cut it down.
I've always been of the opinion that anyone who gets a driver's license should have to get their driver's license driving a stick shift.
It would make it a lot easier once you go to automatic.
Yep, I'm in that same agreement.
It's
I
one
think
of those
everybody
deals.
should have to drive a truck at least once in traffic, so they understand what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, because what's also, just like I explained, is there's a lot of what they call automatics in trucks and auto shifts in trucks. They are two different things, but they do the same thing. They make a truck, a big truck, that is a semi tractor trailer, where you basically just hit a D or a R or an N for neutral, just like you do any other vehicle. And you just hold the steering wheel, and you just hit a throttle, and that's it. And I think that's made worse drivers out of us. That's made more distractions out of us. There's so and I'm not going to do that because I don't want it to turn into that discussion. Oh yeah, I ran into this person and they were doing this. No. I'm not doing that. All I'm talking about is the basic, premise of what do you think about it?
Yeah.
I've
I'm gonna
never
give
owned
you
an
my
automatic in my
opinion as
life.
they go
It's all
downstairs.
been manuals.
I will join back in just a second.
Oh, okay, Mark. All right. Yeah, because it's one of those deals where I mean, there's horrible people driving big trucks now too. It's horrible. I mean, it's making people do things that they think they can do and they really shouldn't be doing either. I have a lot of conversations with truck drivers that feel like they can do this and they can do that now because the vehicle is automatic. They feel like they should be going faster, or they feel like they should be taking off faster, or this and that. I'm like, what? You're in a truck, you idiot. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget that. So trust me, I have these heated conversations with truck drivers. I mean, very heated, because I'm like, you're an idiot to their face. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, what are you, a dumbass? You know what I'm saying? You're in a truck, Man, this should be going faster. It's too slow. Well, no crap. You've got like this massive load on you, idiot. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? So, yeah,
You remember how it was back in the day, Joe, when the road was full, when it was full of manuals and the road wasn't as congested as far as the distance between each car, especially on inclines and stuff, because everybody knew, you had to get your gears, or if you had to slow down and get the gear again and accelerate, people give you a little bit more distance or whatever. Now you don't see that.
No.
If you got some guy in an automatic behind you and you're on an incline,
right?
I mean, you should know how to handle it, but there's a few people out there that might struggle with it for a second or two before they get going, and I don't think they understand.
I'm seeing a resurgence in standards, whether it be a 6-speed or even up to 8-speed stick shifts now, right? In sports cars, and, a lot of the enthusiasts call themselves wanting to have a standard now, but that's not a large enough segment. You know what I'm saying? They're not as popular as they are like in Europe. Let's say, standards are still very popular in Europe. I'm not saying that they have less traffic. I mean, take for instance London, for Christ's sake. I mean, I don't know if there's any worse traffic than that, but I just think it would help a little bit, just from my observations, the willingness of people to let people in or let people out, or like Earth said, understand that, hey man, this person's doing this and this is going to have to happen, before they can maneuver this way or that way. Give them a second. Like,
hey, what drives me crazy, Joe, is when you actually stop your car and you wait the 2 or 3 seconds, and then the person behind you gets mad because you actually stopped your car and didn't just like roll away. It's hilarious. It's hilarious to me. If you've never seen that happen, I just find it hilarious.
Yeah,
you're talking at a stop sign or something.
Yeah, like if you get a lot of like the people that roll through the stop.
Just
right. Actually stopping, and then you see the person behind you get mad because you didn't like just roll through it. You actually stopped.
Yeah, you actually stopped. It cost them 500 milliseconds of life. You know what I'm saying? And that's it's offensive. You actually obeyed the law. Yeah. No, trust me, I run into that situations like that a lot. There's a lot of situations where, in a truck, I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? And I make my living with my license, and especially now driving in the city, I'm getting a feel for where they like to put. Here we don't have, depending on the city here, there's different cities here in the Phoenix area. So some cities still have cameras. So and then like here in Phoenix, though, they use the mobile ones a lot. So they'll park a vehicle somewhere and it has cameras all over it. And I kind of learned the places where they like to park those cameras. And so I really watch my speed limit going through there. Or it's just one of those areas where you see a lot of cops, you know what I'm saying? And so I might have just been through that area maybe 15 minutes ago, and I made a delivery. Now I'm coming back. So I'm like, I kind of knew where that cop was before. And yeah, you get a lot of people honking or speeding around you, and I'm like, go ahead, man, catch the cop if you want for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care, but I ain't speeding, So, yeah, there's a lot of situations like that, whew. If I just put a camera in there for even an hour, you would be amazed what happens around me, man. Like, you would be amazed what happens. It's and a lot of it you can predict. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost a testament to the engineering that goes into some of these vehicles, because we have gotten to a place in those 20 years that we're kind of reminiscing about, or even 30 or even 40 years that we're reminiscing about how there's more automatics and less standards. In those days, you had to get a standard, and if you knew how to shift, you were faster. Because the automatic shifts slower, and we're just slower in general. Now, it's to the point where these damn things are so good. I mean, that even in sports cars, it's recommended to get the 10-speed automatic, because it's just that smooth and that fast, and you can't possibly shift that fast.
Then you have the Tiptronics now. All you gotta do is put a little flick on it, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Dual clutch transmissions, you're good. Yeah.
So I mean, it's the engineering is damn good, and there's even people that were diehard stick shift people are now automatic people because of the technology that goes into the vehicle, and
all my Lamborghinis are automatic. I just
right, so they're all automatic now too, huh?
And my Ferraris.
Yeah, in your Ferraris and your Porsche 911Rs and all that, right?
All that stuff, yeah.
I'll never care if it's quicker or not going through its gears. I still like
my 74.
I still enjoy selecting my own gears.
Yeah.
There, we have some automatic trucks in our fleet now. Quite a few of them. I still drive one of the standards. There's some of us old schoolers that, even though you're like going through all these gears, I still prefer it. In the big trucks, as long as they've been doing it, it's still not quite refined. Even in the 20 plus years that they've been making automatics for big trucks, it's still not quite there.
Why do you think the automatic though? Is there more people? Are they burning out the clutches faster?
Oh yeah, man.
Just like it's just a cost effective type of thing.
Yeah, for big trucks.
Yeah.
Well, I see people in cars that have standard, and they just ride the clutch. That's their brake. They don't know how to put their foot on the brake and then switch from brake to clutch and engage. So they just ride the clutch when they're on a hill, and just and that just burns out the clutch really fast too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. There's some of those issues. I was curious on what people would think.
I'd rather replace a clutch disc than a whole freaking automatic transmission.
That's true. Yeah.
Going back to what you said, Joe, you think as a company you'd want your driver worrying about shifting the vehicle or shifting the truck more than anything else. You know what I mean? Gives you more time to do anything.
Yeah, I think the theory was they are more reliable than they used to be. The automatics that were in big trucks were ridiculously awful as far as being reliable. They were very, very unreliable. Now they're pretty reliable, but for city usage, what I'm doing now, for over-the-road usage, they're not too bad. As a matter of fact, they can be quite nice because you can set your speed, for instance. When I was driving to California, I would occasionally take one, and they're quite nice, especially the guys that have to do a lot of mountains and a lot of hills. Love them because you set your speed, and then you set your speed that you want to, like your minimum speed as well. And so the built-in engine brake in the vehicle, I mean, they're incredibly good. So they, you can basically set your speed. So the minute it starts the truck starts sensing you're going down a hill. It automatically sets it. You literally don't have to do anything but hold the damn wheel. I mean, it's pretty amazing. And as you're going up a hill, it's shifting perfectly. You know, sometimes I don't care how much you do this, man. We were talking about floating gears a couple weeks ago or last week or so. It's kind of a joke to me because I've been doing this over 20 years. You're going to miss gears. I mean, that's the way it is. You shift. You're human. You're going to miss. You know what I'm saying? And when you miss going up a hill, you lose your momentum even just for a second. I mean, you could just forget it. Like you could lose like hours of your life going on, depending on the hill. I mean, it just will slow you down to a crawl, and you're just like, damn it, here we go again, man.
Yeah.
You know, but so. Some of those automatics, especially like I say on those long journeys, and you're going up or down a hill, can be lifesavers because they shift perfectly most every time, and can save you a lot of hassle. So instead of having to, some engines are different, and then transmissions paired with those engines are different. So some of them you can shift a little sooner. Some a little later, depending on the gear and the motor and the transmission. And so when you're new to that particular truck, you don't necessarily know those things just yet, you know. And so, you know, in those situations, man, it's beautiful going up a hill because you don't have to worry about it. You just, you know, it just, boom, you can hear the truck just shift on its own, and it's like, wow, that's amazing. That's great, you know. But in the city, with automatics, it can be a different story. You know, sometimes they just don't go anywhere. You can hit the pedal and you're just like, all right, one of these days we're going to take off here, you know. Yeah. And there's people getting really upset, and I don't blame them. But it's kind of like Earth said, if you were able to even ride along with a truck for a little bit, you would understand some of these things. You know, that little extra second that something might take you is out of your control, and the truck just won't go sometimes. They have like these auto locking sort of situations, and that it takes like that extra second sometimes for that, like it to release itself and then go. Like it's really weird. The only thing I can compare it to is, you know, I have an older vehicle myself. My personal pickup truck is 18 years old, you know. So it doesn't have a lot of this new tech. It's in the shop. So I have a loaner right now currently from the dealer, which is a brand new 2018 vehicle. So it has all the latest stuff, push button start and all this stuff. So some things that people did, I didn't quite understand until being with this vehicle now for a while. This vehicle has auto start stop, and that kind of feels similar because sometimes that the vehicle will stop. This car that I'm driving, it will stop, and I don't quite know it, and then you can hear it like start up again and then take off, and that extra little half a second or so, you know what I'm saying, is like a little weird. I don't know about your vehicles, but I'm not used to the sort of new tech, you know, all the new gadgets.
You know what they're hoping? They're hoping that when you go back to pick up your vehicle, Joe, you're like, screw that old 18-year-old piece of crap. I'm buying this one. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right. Yeah. That's
like, all right, Joe, we're gonna just sign this paperwork and you can drive home in this new 18 Silverado. Is that what they have? Got you driving?
No, they actually have me driving a Malibu.
Right.
Okay.
Those commercials. Do you have a job? Do you have bad credit?
Yeah,
get a car.
Can you fog a mirror? You can get a car.
Right. Yeah, I can tell you, man. I am definitely a pickup guy. I don't know about what you guys drive, but after being in this car, a regular 4-door car now, I wouldn't consider it a small car. Is it? What is the Malibu? Maybe
it's a midsize. Yeah,
it's a midsize, isn't it?
It's like a Honda Accord. I mean, it's a family car. Yeah,
I'm just not I was kind of like maybe in another year or so gonna get a second vehicle. You know, I'm not going to get rid of my pickup because I feel like I need a pickup. But a second vehicle, you know, and I thought, well, maybe I'll get a car. I definitely know I won't get this size of car. It'd have to be I rented many cars, of course. And that last car I rented was about a year ago now, was the Cadillac. You know, man, I like that. You know what I'm saying? But you sat more upright. This one, I don't know. You're kind of like, I feel like I'm like laying down driving the damn thing, and it's kind of weird to me, man. You know, because in my pickup I sit upright. You know, because it's a pickup, and you know, of course, in my big truck, I sit more upright. You know, and I don't know. It feels weird driving a car like that. You know, and I've been in other smaller cars, and that it kind of lay down more, you know, and I'm like, I don't know if I like that, you know.
Yeah, you're a truck guy. I mean, you know, you've been driving the same truck for 18 years, and you drive a truck for work. Getting up above everybody else. I mean, that's the biggest thing I get whenever I've driven a truck or a van or whatever, is you're just up. And that's a nice feeling to have, I think. Yeah.
What about you, Bum? Is your preference towards like an SUV or pickup sort of, or are you a car guy?
I've never owned a station wagon. I'm sorry, I've never owned a truck. I've always thought that I would like to own a truck or an SUV. Never have. I've always been a car person, though. It's just always been the way it's been. Although I would like the certain utilitarian functions of a truck, I would like to have. Just, I got friends with trucks. I'll borrow theirs.
Yeah. There you go.
Jason says men in their car talk. Yeah. What about you, Earth? Are you a car guy or pickup guy? Or?
Yeah, I'm a little bit of both, depending on the situation. I like the sporty car thing, but you got to have a truck too for certain things.
Yeah. Yeah, I subscribe to the old school man needs a truck sort of thing, because a man should be independent, and in order for me to be independent, I have to be able to do what I need to do when I need to do it. Like when I went to buy furniture, I just went down there and bought it and left. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I got my truck. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, I don't have to like bum one or
You're a step ahead of me, but I'm still a step ahead of people I know who don't drive, period. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
And I know many.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's getting to be more and more prevalent, right? Like just people that don't even own a vehicle, right?
Or a moped. Be good to go.
Or a moped. Yeah. What do you drive, Tom? Are you a car guy or a pickup guy?
Coming from the Northeast, I mean, I don't own a pickup truck, but it's nice to have a pickup truck out here. At least a front wheel drive. So when you get some snow, you're not that guy that's stuck in the snow. It's never fun. I mean, but when you do get stuck, it's nice to see people help you out and, you know what I mean, push you out of the snow and everything, the whole 9 yards. But I don't know, I like cars. I have no problem with cars. I mean, cars are wonderful. It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, well, that's kind of my thought. You know, I thought if I get a second vehicle, it'll probably be a car. You know what I'm saying? And that way I have kind of both, you know, for those days that, you know, you don't feel like, because my pickup's long. You know what I'm saying? And living here in Phoenix instead of Albuquerque, that's the huge difference, is there's not just as much space everywhere. Everything's more confined here. It's
and your trucks last longer out there too, because they when they put this rock salt, and then they had one year they put like a liquid down, and it made all these potholes in the ground, and it was just horrible. There's still potholes everywhere just because of it. I don't know what they put down, but it was bad. it makes your vehicle rusty, and it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's not a good time for your car.
I do not miss living in the Northeast from that.
Yeah. I lived in upstate New York for a little over a year. I do remember that. Yeah. The rust thing and all of that.
It sticks around on the ground, and after it's there for a few days, it just gets dirty and
yeah.
I don't miss that at all.
What's funny is I still have to deal with some of that because the trucks come, a lot of the trailers are coming from snowy areas, so they come full of the build, not snow, of course, it's too warm here, but the buildup from it. You know what I'm saying? You'll see the trailers just full of white and all the residue from the from the salt and stuff. I'm
sorry, but I don't know if you ever seen. I was a helper for a trucking company for a little while, but they when they get a lot of snow, they have a thing that they drive through to wipe off all the snow on the top. It's like a canal that you drive. It's like a 10 feet high, whatever, 20 feet high, and then it has like a scrub on the top. And you just drive through, and it takes all the snow right off the top.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's threw out there.
Yeah, Andrew's asking Desert Southwest, do they not put salt on the roads like they do in the northern states? No, they don't. They don't put salt on the roads just for the hell of it. No. Northern Arizona, absolutely. Yeah.
Like Flagstaff and stuff.
Yeah. Northern Arizona on I-40, absolutely. You will you will see some snow trucks, and, salt trucks, and snow plows up there, absolutely. But down here, no. This is the land where people get rain warnings and some people stay home. It's now 62 degrees, and I promise you there's people out there with parkas probably somewhere because it's 62.
Jesus. Oh yeah.
This is that part of the world. Right,
Earth? Freezing right now. It's 65.
35 right now.
I promise you. And it's, yesterday it was in the 80s, but today, since the high was actually only 76, I thought it was nice today. But yeah, there was people out there in jackets and hoodies, and yeah, it's insane. You would think people were out there from the Northeast. You know what I'm saying? You would think.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's that type of place. But it's pretty cool right now in Phoenix. There's the LPGA tournament happening here.
Oh wait, they're doing a PGA tour out there?
The LPGA.
Oh, the women's. All right.
Then you have spring training here, of course, and NASCAR's here. So those are the big major events. Of course, you have the big Beer Fest. There's the Arizona Beer Week or something like that. There's a couple other local things happen.
I'm sorry, but Bub's having a laugh over that.
Yeah, you said the LPGA tournament, Tom. Is that we all thought that was something else.
Oh,
the LGBTQ.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know what kind of tournament they would be doing.
Some lesbian golf.
Yeah.
LGBTQ tournament.
Yeah. And on that note, guys, I totally forgot about the clock change. Thanks for reminding me, Joe. I have to get going here.
No, it wasn't me. That was Mark.
It's now 10:30 Eastern time officially, so you don't lose an hour of sleep.
Yeah, I have to wake up for work 6 hours from now. 5.5 hours from now. So
okay. Well, we're out here anyway.
Bum. Get your beauty rest.
We'll see you though, Bum. Appreciate it, man.
Okay, guys. See you next Saturday. St. Patrick's Day.
There you go.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that Malt Liquor Report. I was looking forward to hearing Greg getting chewed out as well. Being part of the party, part of the lucky people that get chewed out. And
it wasn't that bad, really.
It's like a rite of passage to get chewed out, to get cussed out by the MLDC. Come on.
Yeah, so what do you think, Earth? If you're rating the chew outs, and right now there's two of them. There's one for us and one for Greg. What would you give the worst? You know what I'm saying? As far as like the best rant, who got the better end of the rant or the worst end of the rant, if you will?
Well, if the choice is between you and Greg, you definitely got the better one. For sure. I don't know. Greg's was pretty mild.
Yeah, his was kind of tame.
That wasn't even a rant, in my opinion. But
yeah, it was just kind of like,
buzz. That was about it.
It was kind of more like, this guy's still doing this, 3,000 now. Psh. All right, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
That's kind of what it was
Pringles.
like.
Yeah, it was like in between Pringles sort of thing, right? It was like,
Yeah. What can I say between two Pringles chips? Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't really in a couple of burps, right? It was like,
He was pretty consistent with those chips, though.
Yeah, dude,
like under 10 seconds each
For a
time.
whole can. What do you think? A whole can?
It's funny what people do in their vehicles alone. Let me tell you. I'll tell you a
How
quick
many's
story.
in a can?
There was this girl the other day, right? I think it was Thursday. And like I said, I can see what you do in your car, right? You may not realize it, but I can. And I don't necessarily make a habit of looking. It's just that she was in front of me and kind of over a little bit for some reason. So I could just perfectly see what she had just got her coffee. And the only thing that caught me was the fact that she was taking a sip every, like it was 2 seconds. She could literally count 2 seconds. She could count 1 1,000, 2 1,000. Here goes another sip. And she must have did it over a dozen times. I'm like, why not just take a bigger sip?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not even kidding. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in your car alone. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of late morning. You know what I'm saying? You just don't think about these things, right? Like who's watching me, right? No one's watching me. Who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's kind of one of those things you do when you're in traffic, right? You're just like, oh, you people watch, right? And so there she was, and then 1 1,000, 2 1,000. There goes another sip, and then 1,000, and that's what kind of caught my eye. I was like, look at this. This is hilarious. And I was cracking up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is so funny. How many sips are you going to take? You know what I'm saying?
I could picture you in your truck having a ball.
It was hilarious. I was cracking up because I'm like, this is so funny. You know what I'm saying? Because she doesn't think anybody's paying attention. And, but how could you not? It was like, you see this person. And so I started timing it. I'm like, how many seconds is going on between 1 1,000, 2 1,000, and 1 1,000, 2 1,000? It was like 1 1,000. It was like, see, and that's when I noticed that it was at least 12 or 14 times. There was more that went on that caught my attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, wow, man, why not just take a bigger sip? You know what I'm saying? Just
yeah, because obviously not. It's not too hot, so obviously she. You know what I mean?
Right. It was like,
you would take more of a break.
Just take a bigger sip.
Now, was she eating anything, or was she just drinking coffee?
No, just drinking the coffee. That's what was so funny. She was a younger gal.
You've never run out of material watching people's mannerisms about it. Ever. There's always something.
Oh man, it's just so funny, Yeah.
You get into, and she probably does that every day. She's probably like on the same route every day.
Yeah.
And when she is in the car, she drinks her coffee every 3 seconds, and she doesn't even know it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's something she's not even aware of. You're just doing it. You know what I'm saying? You don't. I bet you if I were to meet her and mention it to her, she'd be like, "Really?" You know what I'm saying? I guess I do. You know what I'm saying?
You probably wonders why she gets to work every day and her coffee is gone.
Maybe she's trying to moisten her mouth.
That's another use for moist. A moist mouth, right? You say that. I need to moisten my teeth. My teeth are dry, or my eyes are dry. They're not moist. Huh?
You open the window.
Yeah.
You know?
You never know. You never know when I might need a moist mouth.
Jesus.
Comes in handy at sometimes.
Certain things, right?
Okay, guys, we're out of here, man. Thanks for that, man. The traffic talk and you know,
Okay.
getting to hear that rant from Billy D was pretty cool, man. So
right.
or the Malt Liquor Report. All right, guys, we'll see you, man, next week, 7 p.m. Eastern.
7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific.
Specific.
Very specific.
Okay, guys, we're out of here, man. Peace
Take
out.
care, man.